Good morning, March 13th, 2023. Got some snow on the ground. It's not too cold out today though. Weather said it was 30 degrees with minimal breeze and pretty close. Wind's not too bad. So yeah, just a little bit of snow. It's actually snowing, coming down just a little bit right now. I can live with this for a little bit longer. So quick update on progress with training and weight loss. Training's been moving forward relatively good. We've haven't been skipping days, adding some additional exercises here and there. The new lifting routine that we talked about a couple videos back has been working pretty well. Tonight is lift night, and we will be doing push exercises. So bench presses, squats, and we're going to add dips. There'll be assisted dips since we're just adding them in. And there's one other exercise that we do on push. And the standing military press. So that will be tonight. Weight loss side of things. Last week, I went down another half a pound, so I was at a total loss now since I started this of 52 pounds lost. Pretty exciting, but over the course of about 4 or 5 days, 4 days, I fell off my diet a little bit, and I made the decisions. It wasn't like, oh my gosh, I need to eat this, or oh, I can't do this anymore. It wasn't that kind of falling off the diet. It was we were going some places. There was some birthday parties, and instead of making a little bit healthier decisions on 1 or 2 of those days and then going off my diet on the other 2 days, I just kind of said, I lost that half a pound and everything will be fine, especially since I'm still exercising and training. And so for about 3 or 4 days, I just kind of ate lackadaisy, seriously updated or up my carb intake, and I had some soda like Dr. Pepper, and it tasted good having something like Dr. Pepper. I haven't had that in a while, but I can tell immediately when I start going that direction how easy it is just to get right off your diet. And when I say diet, I mean the way that you want to eat, not you're dieting just to lose weight. So you're cutting foods and this and that. Yes, you're going to cut foods, but it has to be a manageable diet, something you can live with. You can't bounce back and forth that much. After all that talking, I got on the scale this morning, which Mondays are always heavy days, but I was up nearly 4 pounds over last week. Not too huge of a setback. It may sound like a lot, but when you consume those additional carbs and sugar that you're not used to eating, it seems to store a lot of extra water, from what I can tell. Anyways, because normally after even like the first Monday, after Monday ends, and I'll get on the scale and I'll be at least down a pound just from that. And then normally it drops another pound. But the problem with that is it is still a setback, because now you've taken a week that potentially could have been weight loss, and all you're doing is getting back to where you were at. So the goal for this week is going to be to continue training, maybe add a little extra training in to try to help with some of this water weight or excess fat that I may have stored over those 3 or 4 days, and to calorie count. Whenever I count, I seem to definitely lose weight quicker and more efficiently. So I'll be calorie counting, and I'm going to try to do some additional either intermittent fasting or just fasting in general, where I take a whole day off of eating or only eat once a day. But I have noticed when I try to do fasting after I do some cheat days like I did, I end up not having much success at it, because my body is just hungry, because I've had so many carbs and sugar that my body's continuously asking for that, and it makes it harder when you're fasting then, because now you're hungrier than you normally would be when you're fasting, when when you're satisfied from the food you ate from the day before or the days before. So I'll try it, and if not, though, I'll make some smart decisions. But I think we'll get back on track, and I know we'll get back on track. That's not even a question. But it will be interesting to see how this goes. If I count my calories, do some fasting, maybe by the end of the week, I'll even be lucky enough to have taken off a little more weight than where I started last week. So when this kind of stuff happens, I still consider myself at the 52 pounds loss, because there's going to be fluctuation in your diet and your weight for sure. That's totally normal. It's when you start consistently gaining weight back is when you really have to be concerned and make some more adjustments. Okay, let's do a weekend update here. So Saturday I got up relatively early Saturday morning, got ready, packed a little bag, and I went up to Cuyahoga Falls area to go take a hike with my friend Steve. We got some footage of that. I'll see if I can put something together and see if I can get you guys a little short video for that. It was a 3.2 mile hike, some decent elevation gains. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. He took his dog with him, and we just kind of hung out and talked and did a little hike exercise. So that was a lot of fun. On the way home from that, there's up in that area, Cuyahoga Falls, which is in the north central part, or the north to northeast part of Ohio, is there's a million trails up there, trailheads, bike trails, all that kind of stuff. So it's a pretty fun area to go. It's only about an hour or so from where I live. But anyways, I saw another bike trail or trailhead. I stopped at it and ended up running a mile, and then obviously walking that mile back. It was a really nice trail. The scenery was decent. Saw some beaver dams. It was pretty neat. I already actually compiled that footage, so I'll see if I can release that. I was going to release that after the hiking footage, but depending on when I get the other footage from the hike, I may just go ahead and release the the run that I did on the bike trail. But that was really nice. Saturday got home and then just kind of pretty much, I think, took it easy Saturday. Sunday, my plan was to do some work. Switch arms. Sunday was my plan to do some work around the house. I'm doing a remodel job, and I was going to spend time on that. But my son, one of his oldest friends, had a birthday party, and so I had opted to go to that with him and Heather. So we went to that. That ended up taking up most of the day, so I never got to my remodel projects, but I'll work on those hopefully throughout the week, in the evenings, either before or after we go training. Snow's coming down pretty good now. I don't know if it picks up too well on camera. It's a nice snow though. It's light, it's not too wet. The geese, I don't know if that's liking it when they're making that noise or hating it. I can't tell. I wish I would have had my phone on earlier. There was a huge, I think it's called a gaggle. I could be wrong on that, of turkeys on my walk earlier back around the other loop. It was a lot. There was probably 20 plus turkeys. They went a little ballistic when I got close. They didn't like that. But it's interesting to see them fly because they're so heavy. They can only fly a very short distance and then they just start sinking. Well, we're getting close to being back to the house, up over this hill, and one more little hill and we'll be back. I'm just going to sign off for the morning. Well, like I said, I'm going to call it quits on this video here. So everyone, make it a great day.